Hi, my name is Ethel Shalou, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I'm a teacher presently. I teach fifth grade and sixth grade. I have taught gym for a while, which was a lot of fun because it was the younger kids. And I am the mother of 5 children, 3 of them who are in college, one who's graduating high school at the end of the next year, and my daughter who's going into 4th grade. One of my favorite stories that I do like to tell is the time where I was asked to cover for an 8th grade honors science class. And the request came from the principal at the time. And you don't say no, you do it. So I went upstairs, and 5 minutes before class starts, I go and I look at the objectives and I look to see who the students are in the class. And I'm pretty much okay because most of them were my students from 2 years ago. So I'm not covering for anybody that I wouldn't normally know. The problem is that I look at the chapter that I'm supposed to be covering, and it's not something I'm familiar with. I took chemistry a long time ago in high school, and it was a section that either I never learned, I slept through, or I don't know, just didn't know it. So part of the objective was to cover the entire chapter, all the material that was there, because there was going to be a test the next day. And as I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's an honors class, they should know it, it's only a review, it shouldn't be that hard. The principal walks in and sits in the back. So either I'm being observed or she's just sitting there wanting to see what's going on. Either way, I'm under pressure. So the kids walk in, we start the review, they're happy to see me, they're happy to get into the old routine of the back and forth question and answering, and the discussion turns around to this section that I don't know. What do? Improvise. That's what I'm good for. I know how to improvise. I know these students, like I said. I've had them 2 years before. So I already know what works and what doesn't work, and they already know my routine. So with this section, I've come to realize through talking with them that there's 2 divided theories on what this topic was, which I don't even remember because I still don't understand it. So I split them up and I say, whoever thinks that this section is this, go there. And the rest of you go to the other side. And we'll discuss it. We'll come up with some form of answer. And we sit there and I start off. My first question is, what is this? Because I've never heard of this before. Brings spontaneous answers. People shouting out, concepts being thrown. And I'm like, wait a minute. Too much being thrown at me at once. Too many people talking. We have to do a back and forth. Side A will talk this, side B will respond, and we'll sort of do a discussion. And so it starts. And I say, I rule this class. So I tell them, no one moves forward until I get each section down. So technically they've become the teachers. And we go back and forth, and sure enough, some people on one side realize that they learned it differently, they remembered it incorrectly, whatever it is. It comes down, we narrow it down from 2 sections, we're narrowing it down slowly. Come to the end of the class, and I think I'm getting it, I think I'm understanding it, and the bell rings, and everybody starts to get up. And I'm like, wait, you can't leave me hanging. I have to know what's the end. I have to know what's the end concept. What's the end result? And so we stay there another 3 minutes, and the principal's like, gotta go. They have another class. There's only 2 minutes between classes. They've got to go. So if I'm like, okay, come back to me. You know what room I'm in. Come back to me and let me know what happens. A couple of days later, I get a call in from the teacher that I was covering for, and he told me it was a success, that they loved the class, they knew the material, and it was great. So I guess my, what I learned that day was improvising is not so bad. Letting control go of a classroom is not that bad. And having more confidence in yourself and what you're doing is gets you far. So that's my story. Thank you.